Hello and welcome to Tina Talks. Well, it's not really Tina Talks. Hello everyone. Welcome to Tina here in Liverpool. I'm filming my episode of Tina Talks today, which is all about drag queen budget makeup. I'm going to be filming the episode on the side, but I thought I'd come onto YouTube and do a little live video as well. Maybe you want to see how I do things behind the scenes. Also, I need to film myself doing certain things as well, so I can edit them in later. So, everyone is going to win. The idea of the challenge today for the episode, so make sure you do subscribe, is I went out earlier and I bought some really, really affordable makeup, and I'm going to show that we can use multiple products to go and do drag makeup. So sit back, relax, feel free to subscribe. I've already mentioned that. Comment away if people come, I don't know. Sometimes people come, sometimes people don't, I don't know. Depends on the mood, I guess. But yeah, thank you very much for joining Tina Talks. Okay, I'm going to be filming on the side, so ignore me. Now, as I always do, so welcome back to Tina Talks. So I've already been shopping, and I have to tell you the truth, I did spend a little bit more than I planned, £13.76. There we go. And I spent a little bit more, but it is fine. But the point about today is, how can we use multiple products in different ways? Now, I'm going to start off with the first things I always do with my makeup. I'm going to apply the foundation. So here we go. For the foundation, I've got Technic Foundation Fluid Fond de Teint. Make sure you look at my last video, Tina Talks Languages. Je parle français, absolument. And this product cost me the grand total of £1.29. Now, keep this in mind as well. This is not going to be extremely full coverage. For £1.29, you can only expect the world. But we can always layer it. We can always layer it. Another little point as well. I'm using old brushes I never use anymore. So these are all really, really cheap brushes. Certain things, I'm telling YouTube, I'm currently live on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Certain products I'm going to be using, I haven't included in this budget. For example, I've already primed my face. So I made sure I'm using some really cheap brushes. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's do some foundation. Hi, YouTube. Wow, this looks interesting. It's potentially a bit lighter than I'm used to. So let's go ahead and do the top of my head. Face, you know what I mean. Okay, let's just apply some. Yeah, it's a bit light for what I normally like to do. Come out. Come out. Hilarious. There we go. Just push it on the face. If I have excess, it doesn't really matter, does it? Okay. Don't know where this brush is from. I've had it for years. Okay. Oh, I'm also going to be using my own fixing spray as well, because I set the rules. I don't really care. Just gonna paint it on. Actually, this is really, really full coverage. Oh my god, for £1.29. Wow. Wowee. This is amazing. Have I just found, am I going to have to go back to TJ Hughes and just buy a lot? Now, knowing me, probably not. But already this is looking really, really good. This is really, really full coverage. I usually don't use this type of brush. I want to just put that out there as well. But again, beggars can't be choosers. This is a cheap brush I've had for years. See, I spoke too soon. It's not as good as I thought it was. But it is very full coverage, which is just what we want to have for drag. Watching the YouTube now. Wow, amazing. This is the proof is in the pudding, so let's have a look. Sitting well. It's covering the eyebrows, which is really, really useful. Okay, so we've got some really, really good coverage. For £1.29, this gets a slay, 5 stars. Congratulations, Technic Foundation Fluid. Brilliant 5, £1.29. Wowee, isn't that good value? Okay. Now, we're moving on now to some contour. So people like to do light to dark. I don't really care as long as I slap it on. And of course, we're doing a full face of drag makeup today. And to save some money, I have got some foundation in a darker color from Barry M. And this product cost me 47p. I saw this, I had to get it. 47p, you can't go wrong. So you can use darker foundation, darker concealer. But essentially, we're just doing the shades of the face. So save some money, 47p. Yes, please. Hi, YouTube. No, I can't get it open. Oh, that sort of exploded. Okay. So I'm going to apply it on my finger. And we're just going to go and do it on the contour area. I have no faith at all for this, but we're doing it. There we go, just applying it on my finger. As long as you have the shadow, that's all we're looking for. And we're doing a full drag face, so. Getting the halo ready, getting the halo ready. Excuse my finger, why not? £47p. Okay, blended with my finger. Let's go through now with a damp beauty blender. Hello, one person on YouTube. We're filming Tina Talks here. Thank you for joining. Make sure you subscribe. We're going to be doing we're doing affordable drag makeup today, and so far we've spent £1.76 on the products we're using at the moment. So you're joining at the right time. Just blending with a beauty blender. I'm just going to go and put it on the side as well to make sure it's fully in the skin. Look at that. Stunning! Absolutely stunning. Oh, Tina, you're so clever. Okay, and the next product we're going to use, and again, this is a little bit of a spoiler. Oh, we need to go and give a review. Hold on. 3, 2, 1. Now, of course, this is a foundation. It's very sort of lightweight, but as long as it's on the skin, it doesn't really matter because we are going to use some powders later. So for now, well, for 47p, this is a slay as well. Thank you very much, Barry M. Now we're going back to the Technic family, and I tried to find the lightest concealer I could find. And this concealer is called the Look Awake, and this cost me a bit more actually. This cost £2. Okay, because with concealer, you need to be careful with concealer really. And it has some £1 concealers, but I went £2 because I want to use liquids today. Okay, so let's apply this in the center of my face. Now this is really, really light. Light in liquid, but also light in color as well, which is good because, you know, with drag we're trying to really sort of really overdo it. We're trying to really overdo it, but then again we've got some tips, but also we've got some tricks and tips as well coming up later. So we're just doing the highlight where we want to highlight it. Ta-da! Let it set for a second. Might just make it look a bit more even. That will do. Having a fabulous day here on Tina's YouTube channel and filming their YouTube channel. Hi, I'm Tina, very famous with Little Normal Life Mima Kids. How did we get? Yeah, we did. Cool. Behind the scenes here. Behind the scenes here. Okay, so let it set for a minute or so, and now I was going to go and just blend the edges. Now already I can see it sort of not sitting very well on the foundation, which is ironic because this concealer is actually more expensive than what I'm using for the contour and what I'm using for the foundation. Not a good sign, but we're going to make it work. We're going to make it work. Hello, YouTube. Haven't forgotten you. It's YouTube on there as well. Got 2 cameras set up, you see. Beauty blender. Yeah, this is not a very good concealer. So I'm seeing lots of texture coming through, which is not what we want to see, preferably. So it is brightening, but with the texture, it's just not really concealing, pun intended, anything here, really. So at the moment, and of course we're going to be using this product later as well, where is it? Lost it. So it's not really concealing, everything here on YouTube. So it's not really concealing what I want it to do, but it is certainly brightening. So it's not concealing everything I want, but it is certainly brightening. So the Technic Look Awake Matte Concealer containing caffeine for £2, you get a meh. Okay, it's a meh. Okay, I'm going to now go. Looking at this, I think I need to go and do some more contours. Let's put some more on. Okay, I might use a brush for this actually. Okay, all behind the scenes. Use my fingers really. Do I look normal? No. Sculpted, darling, sculpted. We're going to just put another layer on top there of the I'll put another layer on top of that for the foundation for people with darker skin. Okay, we're going now to blend out the edges, and we're going to make sure as well, because we are going to put powder on in a moment as well. We're only going to go and take care of the bit which is touching the rest of it. Now it's blending it in. And Beauty Blender. And make this point again, because at the end of the day, we're going to add powders later. So as long as it's there. There we go. The forehead. Look at that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, so I'm going to go and use my powder, and I'm going to be right back. Hello YouTube, it's Tina here. I'm filming my episode of Tina Talks today, so make sure you like and you subscribe for the episode which will be coming out tomorrow. We do an episode here on Tina Talks every single Tuesday. We're doing drag makeup on a budget. Yep, I'm filming on the side, but feel free to stay with me on YouTube. We're going to have a lovely time. Okay. YouTube exclusive. I'm using my favourite powder. It's really, really affordable. It's from Boots. Might need to get some more powder. Should have got some today from TJ Hughes, but didn't. So YouTube exclusive as well. So we didn't blend the top of it, so it stays stronger, it stays bolder. It's my tip for contour, you see. Going back on my YouTube, but back on my YouTube proper video. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the face, well, the top of my face is now set. Now we're going to do the eyebrows. Now, because I'm doing a really, really strong drag look today, and of course I have done makeup tutorials in here before, and usually I do like the usual sort of Tina glam. We're going to do proper drag. And for that, we have another multi-use product. And again, it's from my friends at Laval. This cost me £1. We're just going to be using a black kohl eyeliner pencil, which of course we're going to use later as well. We're going to use this to go and map out, and some more magic is going to happen. So let's go and do that now. Hi, YouTube. Now we're doing a really, really strong drag look. We need to make sure we go a bit above our eyebrows, and we're going to really take it high. So we start just above our eyes. Ta-da. So we're doing symmetry again. If you saw from my dyspraxia makeup tutorial, but it'll be a little bit inexact because we are going to cut it out. So I always do it like one side, and we're making sure so we're matching. So I'm sort of deciding on the whim. So I'm sort of using parts of my face to really balance where I'm going to do it. So now I know we can go as high as we can to the end of my eye, as we call the iris, if I look straight. And sort of curve that a little bit, so I want to go a little bit up. I'm going to cut it out so it's completely fine. And then we're going to go out. To the end of where my eye is. So there we go, the eyebrows. So we're getting it there. We're getting there really, really drag today, darling. Really, really drag. And then we're just going to go and just go back down. Just straight line to where I straight before. We want some symmetry. Haven't got any at the moment. And then we go straight down. Could there be any more devilish in drag? Remember, eyebrows are always cousins, they aren't sisters. I'm just going to fill it in. Make it as smooth as we can, of course. And it's a bit sort of jagged at the bottom. Because we're going to go and I have another trick coming up for that. Audio transmitter is full. Okay. It's still recording, so. Look at that, drag eyebrows. They look crazy. But we're going to cut them all out. They're going to be absolutely wonderful later, I promise. Oh, crazy. I feel like I'm on the slant. I should be there, shouldn't I? That's where our face is. Okay. Quick measure. Yeah, these aren't the best eyebrows I've ever done. I feel like that side isn't YouTube exclusive. So usually I measure this a lot more, but today I've just been a little bit more gung-ho than I usually am. Okay, so the eyebrows are on. Now we're going to go and cut them out just to make sure they're absolutely fabulous. And for that, we're going to use a concealer again. So we're now going to see the eyebrow a little bit too high on that side. We're going to come and cut it out. That's all we can do. Because remember, the more stressed I am, the smaller my eyebrows are. As my followers obviously know. This horrible concealer I don't like. This watery concealer. Gosh, this concealer's bad. Forgot what I was looking then. Should we use foundation to cover this? Let's pretend it was a it's above eyebrow concealer. That's what I'm going to tell myself. See, YouTube exclusive. Okay, powder. So welcome to Tina Talks, everyone, on YouTube. I'm filming this week's episode. We're doing budget drag makeup. So if you like budget drag makeup, be sure to go and subscribe. So this looks big over here. So that's a little bit crazy at the moment, but then again, we're going to use powders later. It's going to be fine. Okay, and now we're going to go and use my most important product today. Oh, I need to go give a rating to this. It's a sleigh. No, wrong camera. Now, I need to give a rating for this. So yeah, it's just a little bit crazy, but we're going to go and fix that up later. But yes, eyebrow pencil, which is really an eyeliner. £1, can't go wrong. It's a sleigh. Now, this is the most exciting product we're using today. This is a total of £4, and this is a Makeup Revolution London soap. Now, we're going to go to my most exciting product today, which was only £4, and it is my Revolution Soph X, I think that's a kiss, Ultra Eye Shadows. And so many of the products we're going to use today are going to come from this. There's every single colour I sort of want to have for this look. I wish it could be a little bit more vibrant, but for £4, we can't go wrong. And we're just going to go and just clean up the eyebrows and make sure they really, really pop for all the lovely people in Liverpool. Just in my video. Hello, everyone on YouTube Live. Just note as well, so it's £4 because it was broken. They gave me a discount. So I was still above budget, but then again, I didn't choose it because it was broken. They offered me the discount. I was happy. So I didn't stay to my £10 limit, but who cares? See me. Okay. So yeah, we're doing Tina Talks today, budget drag makeup. Thank you very much for joining. I'm talking to my camera over there. We're looking a little bit crazy at the moment, but we're working towards it, Peachy. Okay. Okay, so there's this palette here. I'm going to do some brown here. We're just going to go and trace over where we did the eyebrows. Just make sure they really sort of work. So really, with this one here, we just sort of traced it out. Really, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Positive thinking. I love positive thinking. More positive stinking. Now, with Revolution products, you just can't go wrong. They're always good. Always good. And to get an eyebrow palette, which is going to be, and using an eyebrow palette, we're going to be using, this happens always when I film, so you're getting all the insider knowledge. 3, 2, 1. And using a 3, 2, 1. And using a eyeshadow palette. And using this eyeshadow palette, there's so many uses to it as well. So it's going to be really, really, it's really, really affordable for £4. You can't go wrong with Revolution. I look crazy at the moment, but it's going to look good by the end, I promise. I feel like I'm having a breakdown today. Someone's called me. Tina, you're right. So there we go. We now layered it. Wrong camera. 3, 2, 1. Now see, we layered it down now. We just have some more color as well. So it's just going to really, really pop. You see the finished look. I'm also sort of cleaning up the edges as well. There's another twist coming with the eyebrows as well. You have to wait. Okay, so the eyebrows are on. We're now going to go and carve them out with this really, really horrible. Now we're going to go and carve out the eyebrows with this really, really horrible concealer. This is a, I said meh before. I'm downgrading it to a bleh. There you go. New word. Bleh. Filming for my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you. God, this is so dry. It's drying. Don't like it. So you know when I'm upset, because I go really Kettering. It's not even covering. It's not even covering. So we're a bit Polish for you. If you like languages, check out my last video. Tina Talks Languages. Dziękuję. I need more. So give me more. Britney Spears. Zły. Bardzo zły. Now, one thing you can also do as well to save money on drag, shave your eyebrows. All the cool kids do it. And luckily for me, because I'm naturally dark blonde, I don't really have eyebrows anyway, so. And again, saving money as well, we're going to use this horrible concealer as an eye primer as well. Who's here on YouTube? Hello, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to Tina Talks. If you're watching in the future, make sure you subscribe because this video is coming out tomorrow. Tina Talks and budget drag makeup. I spent a total of £13 for today's looks. But this £2 concealer is awful. And £2 is so affordable. But then the other products I've used today have been a lot cheaper, so that's why I'm like a bit annoyed. Do you want another word in Polish? I'll think of one. Need more? To jest kurwa. There you go. It's rubbish. I say I don't want to get demonetized, but I don't have enough followers for that. It's already drying. This is an awful primer. Okay, so there we go. We've got our eye primer on. Wrong camera. 3, 2, 1. So we've got the eye primer on. This is awful. Blech, blech. Okay, use our finger just to balance it out. See, it's a bad concealer. It doesn't work as a good eye primer because it's already really dry. That's not what we want. We want to keep it nice and sticky when you apply the eyeshadows at the moment. Okay, so the concealer is already on. Should be a primer, but it's not really a primer. And now I'm just going to go and use this palette, which has already fallen apart in front of me. And it's really good because it's white. I wish it was darker with the black, but white is what we need for drag makeup. We love lots of white, don't we? And I can already tell you as well, Revolution, it's going to be a sleigh. For £4, it's a super sleigh. More editing for me later. A bad workman blames his tools. She's not bad. I might be British Polish, but I'm not a bad tradesperson, I promise. This concealer is rubbish. See, the eyeshadow is not even gripping. It's not even gripping at all. It's not hiding. It's not doing anything. But we're going to make it work. So like for me, with concealers, I've used so many different types. And actually my favorite concealer was also Revolution as well. Yeah, I like Revolution. That's really affordable. I've used expensive ones. Like I've used things like Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer. There's no difference between that and Revolution, if you ask me. But for this £2 one, this is awful. There's no grip at all for the poor eyeshadow highlight, which is really, really trying. It's really, really trying to stick, and it's not sticking. Not sticking, YouTube. It's not sticking, and it's not covering. Let's try this side. See, I wasn't going to press it down, but pressing down doesn't even do anything either. It's a bit of swipey. It's the exciting time now, YouTube. Tell me who's here on YouTube. Give me a comment. I want to say hi. Let's have a chat. Let's have a party. Because I'm filming the episode, and you'll keep me sane, hopefully. Comment away. As you see, we have a few people here. Tina turned on the subscribers only, so you have to subscribe if you want to talk to me. So there we go. Not a good grip, but let's carry on with this. Now we're going to, again, we're doing a drag eye today. So we're going to now go and do what we like to call a transitional shade. So we're now going to go and, well, again, I don't really have much of a choice here. So looking at the color scheme, we have, I think we're going to do something peachy. I think peachy would be nice. That's not going to mean no grip at all. No, it's fully dry. Just have to layer it. Primer is really, really important not to harpen on. Is harpen a word? I don't know. Okay. What's the will to live? I'll do some here as well. No grip at all. Literally dabbing it on for dear life. It's fully dry. See what I'm doing? I'm literally like dabbing it on like this. When YouTube, hi, when you watch the finished video, you're going to see none of this. So this is a really good exclusive. I have mentioned this 100 times. I'm telling myself with absolute anger as I'm live with this, okay? Driving me crazy. Okay, so there we go. The first layer is on. Let's do now a darker shade to start creasing out the eye. So you won't get this as well, me looking through brushes. Okay. Might run out of brushes actually. I might get a few more in. Yeah, I'm running out of brushes. It's my fault. Do what? Screw it. So we've got some orange now. Let's go and do some purple. It's really not sticking on at all. This is going really badly. Look at that. It's just not staying on. It could be worse. It could be French. I love it being British. The only nationality you can be xenophobic against about any recrimination is French. Evil. Knievel. So I shouldn't worry too much because I'm going to be cutting it out, but am I? It's coming along. Barely there. Now let me know, dear Tina. Now let me know, dear Tina Talks audiences. Do you use that tape? I've tried to use it before. It doesn't work for me. I can't hide my age. I'm 21. Shut up. Okay, so you see we're starting to build the drag face. And now, just where we have the bit there, I was going to go and bring that down for that nice little effect. There's one thing I don't actually have. I don't have any. I didn't get any liquid liner, which is a very, very silly girl. I might have to go and use mine for my own collection. No, I can't. That's against the challenge. I'll find a way. God, this is dry. Can you hear that? Very dry. Okay, so there we go. We're building up the face nicely. Okay, now I'm just going to go blend that out. Need some more, it's just not showing. Hello, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you comment as well. I want to see who's out there. We're filming this week's episode of Tina Talks. So we're doing drag makeup on a budget. It's going to be a very exciting episode. I've had lots of fun filming this today, and I'm having the least fun now. Blend, you bugger, blend. Okay, well, I guess we're going to have to do for now. Okay, let's carry on in 3, 2. Using very cheap brushes as well. What's on here? Brown. Let's use. So again, this is fully live, so I'm probably working out the next stage of my video. All right, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we have the eyeshadow palette down for a bit. We're now going to go and really sort of make this nice and pop. We're going to use again the black eyeliner just to really make sure it's going to be nice and black underneath. This is going to be where I'm going to cut the. That's where I'm going to. Because this is where I'm going to go and cut the crease. Usually I use a liquid liner here, but I can't. Okay, cool. And now we're coming back to my favorite product, this one here. And we're going to go and cut the crease. I hate you. I'm going to keep that in. I think that's quite funny. See, look, nothing is being concealed. The only thing I can't conceal is my anger for this product. Now, we could actually go and use a wet wipe, but I don't normally do that because I use a good eyeshadow primer usually. You having fun? Remember, there's going to be live as well afterwards for people to watch later if they want. Might not. Might make it unlisted. I'm here for followers. I mean, I'm here to like be lovely and support my lovely LGBT community. Okay. All I do is wait for better days. My foot's gone to sleep. See, this is really, really fun watching this live. That's why videos are edited. You haven't realised. Okay. Well, we can't do much better than that, can we? Okay, and now we're going to go back with the Y to make sure everything is set. Which one do I need for white? Can you remember? That one. That one. Now we're going to do a different colour in the middle for the cut crease. Decided I want to. See, the beautiful thing of this, I'm going to edit it all. Because this is not the most inspirational palette in the world I'm using, but it was £4 or whatever. Not enough like bright colours I really wanted to have for this look. But for £4, I had to say yes, please. Just halfway across. This is for you, by the way, because I won't be including this in the finished video. Okay, and now we're going to do something a little bit wrong camera. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do something a little bit bolder in the middle. We're going to go and use, what should we use? I have to decide, you see, before I tell you. Nothing really talks to me. Give me a moment. I love a green or something, but it's not. Orange, black. What's a really sexy colour? There's no sexy colours here. See, let me know on YouTube. What shall I use? This is horrendous. Let's do white and do some glittery topper. Scrap that when I edit this later. Okay, lost the pen again. Here it is. If in doubt, glittery topper always works. Good name for a drag queen, glittery topper. Welcome to the stage, Miss Glittery Topper. Really packing it on. I look crazy. Okay. But we knew that anyway. I'm running out of brushes I can use for this. I keep on telling you that. Just reminding myself, really. Okay, use a white one. Okay, and let's use a little purple sparkle, I think, just to really tie this all together. That's pretty. we're doing drag, we always want to try and use as many mattes as we can. And often when you're finding, more glittery and shimmery shimmers, well, shimmers are shimmery, right? They don't sort of really show up in drag. But for this, I'm going to give a nice little shine for people in Liverpool. But usually I would use glitter, and there's lots of good glitter palettes out there which are really affordable, but hey ho, that's not part of the challenge today. Hello. Hello. Use my finger. If in doubt, use a finger. It's not really showing up the way I want it to. But it's there. Glitter. Glitter tits. Hello. Здравствуйте, меня зовут Инна, я очень известная женщина. Okay, cool. So now we don't have, wrong camera again, 3, 2, 1. Now we don't have a black liquid liner, and I don't want to cheat, but we do have a rather dark colour there, and we do have our kohl eyeliner pencil. So we're just going to make it work, kids. Run out of brushes, you silly girl. Do have to clean this, I think. Where's my towel? So let me know who's watching. Comment, say hi. So we're going to use this, and we're just going to go and do the wing. And then we're going to cut it out, probably using a wet wipe. See, who needs to have liquid liner when you've got a palette? And of course, I am filming this live on YouTube, so if you want to see the unedited version of it, I'll put a link above. See me having an absolute breakdown doing this look. So I have a problem doing this. If you watch my videos before, you know I have to do this. A bit smoky on that side. Could be a good sign. See that side, nice and condensed. This side, no. I need a liquid liner, but we're going to make it work. Okay, now we're going to go and just put it all together. Be nice if it was sharper, but hey hum. Went too far. But it's fine, we're going to use a wet wipe and sort it out. Oh, my coordination. Hello! Like usually, I'd want to go and do a really big wing, but I can't do it with brushes without a liquid liner. It's very frustrating. But it's going to have to do. I'm going to wear big lashes anyway, so it's all going to be camp anyway. Okay, cool. Time for wet wipe. Okay, where are my wet wipes? I had them in front of me. There they are. Going to do that one again. Telling both teams, you see. This is my problematic eye. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. And that's all you can ever trust from Tina. Now I want it to be more across. No, more. Liquid liner, kids, honestly. It's very frustrating. Let's go higher. Let's just go gun ho. Yeah, it's better. Okay, all the live stuff, you see. So YouTube only exclusive when you have hooded eyes. Just look across and just fill them in. Hello. So I'm doing a Russian accent. I'm thinking about my last episode of Tina Talks Languages. Когда я говорю по-русски. Точка. Okay then, so there we go. This look very drag today, right? Okay, cool. And what can we do now? I don't know. I hate this look so much. I miss my good products. You see. Um, hmm. I think let's carry on with the makeup. Okay, cool. Hello YouTube. Okay, cool. So, thinking through my thoughts at the moment. What should we do now? Okay. So now we're going to carry on with the face, and we're going to go back to this foundation. And at the moment, it seems to be doing quite well, actually, this foundation. And remember, this only cost me £1.29. So the Technic Foundation Fluid, brilliant stuff. Highly recommend it. Let's smother it over my face and see how it goes. Because usually when I do foundation, I'm a lot more precise. But with this stuff, because it is still quite thin, we need to sort of just smack it on, really, don't we? I look really dodgy right now. Okay, that's my thumbnail. So YouTube, yeah, we're doing Tina Talks, budget drag makeup. So if you like budget drag makeup, be sure to like and subscribe. And the video is going to be coming out tomorrow. This is the unedited version. Okay, so this coverage is just, oh, 3, 2, 1. This coverage is just amazing. Like, I probably put too much on my skin, just thinking like it wasn't going to be enough. No, this is going to cover everything. And for £1.29. I'm going to go back and just purchase a massive amount. So I have used far too much. So I was just like, it's so cheap, it's going to be really bad coverage. Well, I did the forehead before. No, I've used far too much. And that's exactly what I want to see. This is crazy. This is a slay. I'm gonna make sure you go to my Instagram. Actually, is very famous. I'll do a picture of me how I get on after I perform. But at the moment, this seems to be just such an amazing foundation. Maybe I'll get one which is actually my shade. True. This is far too light for what I usually like. This is so wrong. Why did I use too much of this stuff? Honestly, I'm such an idiot. Look, it's a mask. It's a mask. It's a mask. Ah, Boże mój. Okay. Come on, Beauty Blender, do your magic. I'm going to go straight back to TJ Hughes and buy all of these. Think about poor me having to edit this later, by the way. We're up to 54 minutes of this one take. I ain't gonna sleep tonight. Look at this coverage. Oh my god. I can't even see my natural facial features. There's far too much product on my face. But it's drag, we're going to set it, all right? In more ways than one. Spoiler. Spoiler for you, really. The people watching haven't commented yet. Hello! So this foundation, Technic, foundation fluid, Fond de Teint, foundation, 30 millilitres, but £1.29. This is my new favourite foundation. It is so full coverage. I just can't believe it. So, little fact, I've got some mole here. And I know when I have enough foundation when you can't see the mole. What mole? But that can only mean one thing. It's time for like 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we've got the foundation on. Now we're going to go back now to our foundation for people of us. Now, don't cancel me. This is live. 3, 2, 1. Now we've done the base foundation. Now we're going to move on to my makeup for people with a darker skin tone. We're going to use this as a as the contour / bronze. I'm running out of brushes here. No, we did use one, didn't we? Hold on. That one? Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's on my hand as well. There you go. So we're just going to go and contour this again. I'm doing drag, so we're going to do it. So usually when I'm Tina, I do like a more like feminization sort of look. Today, I want people to know that I'm a drag queen, darling. So we're going to do an absolute drag chin and all that stuff. And again, this is a foundation, so it's sort of sitting on top of it. But we're just going to layer it. And we've got some bronzer coming as well, so it's going to be fine. Remember, this product was 47p. So it's completely my fault. Let's match it. My fault. It's getting very dark in here as well, so I might have to go and get the lights on in a moment. So I'm not sure where I'm placing this. Yeah, back in a second. Oh! Okay. 3, 2, 1. It's going to do. It's going to do. For the price, you can't go wrong. Yes, you can go wrong, but need some more. Plop. Very wasteful. So usually I use a contour stick when I'm doing contour, and they actually have a really, really good Technic contour. Wrong camera. So usually when I do contour, I use a contour stick, and I had a really, really good one because I love contour sticks because they're creamy. But we're doing liquid because it was the cheapest one. I just needed to make sure I tried to stay with my budget, which we know I didn't. That's the only reason why it's been cheap. But we're trying it, you know. This is affordable drag makeup. How can we do drag on a I said on a dime before, and I hate myself for that. How can we do drag on a penny? Didn't need to shout then, did I? Your tone is quite pointed right now. Okay. and some on the news. It's really not showing up at all. So I used to use concealer's better really for contour, and I gave it all the way to my friend of Jamaican descent. Well, I wouldn't normally do this sort of contour, okay? That's why I gave it away, but we're doing something different. I'm not going to do this again. This is the last time. This team is so rich and famous, doesn't need to be on a budget anymore. That's not a good contour at all. Okay, well, we're going to make it work, designers. Okay. This one. I'm just going to go and sort of blend in the edges. Remember, we need to keep, oh, hit my face. We need to go and keep the bit we're going to cut out really, really strong. Because concealer's coming again. I don't want to use this concealer, it's awful, but we have to, we have no other choice. You make your bed, so you have to lie in it. And that's a good part of the video as well to remind you, make sure you do like and subscribe. And you comment as well, you know, have you learned anything from my cheap, well, not cheap, have you learned anything from my live? Have you learned anything from my drag makeup today? You know, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know what people think. My views are going up, which is really, really exciting. But the thing I always want to see is comments. You know, I want to see what, you know, what people think. What do you take away from it? So please be sure to comment. It's all coming together now, YouTube. Okay. I don't want to say this, but I'm going to have to say it. And now it's time for the wrong camera. And now it's time for the concealer. This is going to be bad. Okay. Already it's taking off the undercoat. This is bad. It's Technics as well. See, Technic can do something good and something bad, but then again, we can all do good and bad things, can't we, in life? Just making sure it's on the face. Just making sure it's on the face. I'm filming this for my YouTube channel, Tina Talks. Make sure you go and subscribe. Thank you very much, YouTube. And now we're going to let this absolutely horrible concealer settle for a minute. Then we're going to go and just paint it on. Probably time to go and say hello to YouTube as well. Yes, so please comment. Who's sexy? Who's not sexy? Let me know. No, I'm obviously very, very sexy here today. Showing you all my angles. See? Chiseled. Chiseled. I can't wait anymore. That's probably time to announce my new single, This Concealer's Very, Very Bad, from the new Greatest Hits album. Because one thing I do not have today, and again, this is such a staple for my drag makeup, I always use Shivering White from MAC Cosmetics to really sort of highlight certain areas. And I don't have any white powder in my budget, so I can't do it. But I do have some white eyeshadow, which when you're my age is not especially good because it really supports creasing, which is not really preferable. But we might have to go and do that because we need to really hide this concealer, which is ironic because concealer is meant to hide and conceal, not be concealed and hidden. Oh, this is tearing off my skin. This is so bad. Tearing off my under, you know what? I'm going to cry to you, and I'm going to cry to my camera. Well, they're both cameras, but this is the one for my YouTube video. More expensive one, not my laptop. So I'm trying to carve it out, but I can't really carve it out because there's nothing to carve out with this awful concealer. What am I? Okay. Now, let's just bang it all in. Another cheap beauty blender. You don't have to get the expensive ones. These will do. Bang it in. You're gonna make me feel like this is the worst concealer in the world. Rihanna. Hello, YouTube. I'm going to remind everyone every single time I look in the camera, this one here, we're filming Tina Talks affordable drag makeup today. And I hate it. There's no kiss. No kiss deserved. Okay. Okay. Cool. Let's carve out the cheek with this. Is there a point? It is brightening, but it's not. It's not what I want. It's not what I want. What I really, really want. So tell me what you want. A good concealer. I don't want to edit this. It's all going to be me saying, talk to the wrong camera again. A little reminder as well. It's going to be for the editing. Good reminder as well. This is going to be fully live as well on my YouTube channel as well. So. Make sure I use all my cameras, all my mirrors to help me here. One camera again. It's a very low contour, but we're doing drag. Apparently. Okay, and the final step. This is very boring. This is, again, exclusive for my YouTube. alive. Let's do the news. I've gone for a whole bottle of this, honestly. No concealment from a concealer. Actually, it has concealed quite well, actually. Won't keep that in. I need to stay mad on that product. No, it's already coming off. Just because I put on something darker, it looked good for a moment. Oh. Okay, well, I'm going to go and set my face and we'll be right back. Let my camera have a rest. Hello, YouTube. You got me still? Okay. Life is fun, right? Drag is fun. Again, I wish I did a more crazy face, but I don't have the eyeshadow palette ready to go and do it. And I don't have the brushes, which is so lazy, because I could just get some more brushes, but I wanted to use the ones I had, so we're just going to deal with it. We're going to deal with it. We're going to carry on. Okay. Need to use another powder. This is pretty much all gone. We'll see if I can finish it. Why am I bothering? Very good powder. RIP. Luckily, I've got another one on the side, so it's all good. Just gone as well. I do have a third one. A fourth one. I've got lots of powders. Just wanted to use my cheapest ones. So I thought I'm going against the brief here. This is actually quite an expensive one. It's NYX. There's some left. Why isn't it coming out? This is exclusive for YouTube. Comment. Who's there? Third time's a charm. Revolution's affordable anyway. There we go. So I'm just going to go and bake. It's going to be a disaster. It's going to crease like mad. And the worst thing is I'm performing tonight with this. Oh, look at that. Already this concealer's gone. No, no, don't put any powder on me. I don't want any powder. I don't deserve any powder. So much more from the DPS day. Give the bad news of today. Oh well. C'est la vie. Look at that. Ooh. Ooh, it's worse on that side. It's bad on both sides. I might have to do a dramatic under eye just to cover that. I think she might. Let's bake. Bake a cake. Yeah, it's already coming off just from the powder baking on top. It's awful. I forgot to go and do my chin contour in highlighter. Oh well, I'll do that in a moment. It's too late for my Cupid bow, so why do I have to open this again? Don't want to open it. Doesn't deserve it. Trash, honey, trash. That's what it deserves. No me dejen nada. I feel like I'm moving it around, but I don't really care. Because I am moving it around and I really don't care. And the texture. Very bad. Don't be afraid to comment. Okay, because now I have to sit here and just wait. So please comment. Just gonna go on my phone. Showbiz exclusive. Any messages? What time is that? 8 o'clock. Good. Right on time. I want to say 10. So. A few lovely Instagram messages confirming a job I'm doing on Thursday. On a mission to find the person I had a smooch with at the Goose, Manchester last night. I would like to see them again. I think they said the name was Sammy or something like that. If you're Sammy in Manchester, make sure you message the fabulous Amy Laquifa on Instagram. Okay. Can't bother to pick anymore. Okay. Let's take it all off. Woo! Not that. Let's do the whole face. See, live drag makeup's quite boring. Lots of breaks. If you saw my video about my dyspraxia drag queen tutorial, I always forget to put my fingers in and sometimes it comes off, so you need to remember that. I want to know who's here. This is very frustrating for me. If you're not choking, you're not doing drag. Okay, and so we need to puff just do the sides. Put all your fingers in, that's what she said. Hey! Probably just my mum. Tragic. It's not tragic, it's lovely. Okay, we're going to be filming again very soon. Just telling myself, really. Do you find watching drag therapeutic? Let me know in the comments. Oh, this is also going to be live forever, so if you're watching later, let me know in the comments. Okay, we're going to carry this on without filming this. We're now going to do the under eyes. Okay, so plan of action, orange. Okay. Officially called Cloudberry. I might do a different one. I might do pumpkin, actually. Online exclusive. I'm using the right brush. That's black. See, I've really thrown myself to the wolves by not using cheap brushes today because I don't have many on me. So I'm really rich and famous. I haven't got expensive brushes these days. I've got this mess. It's all coming off still on my hand. Might take it off first, actually. So it could have baked for longer. Ugh. Blech. Disgusting. There we go. Cool. What brush did I use? Come on, Taylor, you can do this. I'll use a different one. Yeah, I can use this one. Use pumpkin. I'm not even going to use the primer, the concealer, because it's so rubbish. I'm going to take it quite low because there's a lot of creasing which we don't really want and we can't really avoid. You're gonna make me feel like I'm the only girl in the world, isn't it? So I'm very concerned that someone is here watching, and I feel I'm not being very entertaining because I am just not being very entertaining. Or you think I'm being entertaining? Comment. I do more dimension for the under eyes, but I don't have the patience. Okay, I'm going to continue. See, I've lost all my Tina energy, right, when I'm not being properly filmed. I'm going to take the black eyeliner and do underneath as well. I'm worried about any smokiness. This needs to get it on. Because usually I would do like a bit of white and stuff and make everything pop, but we just can't. See, just a nice basic drag eye. If I had a liquid liner, it would be a lot more exact, but I can't. I'm going to smoke out a little bit. Some drama. It's not popping, is it? Might make Make some very dramatic decisions in the moment. 3, 2, 1. Let's go back live. Well, not we're live here. Let's go back to filming my episode of Tina Talks. Affordable drag makeup. Okay. Ready for me to bring up the action? La 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 la. La 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 la. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, well, I have now set my face. I put all the powders on and I finished the under eye. Let's carry on up with the drag makeup routine. Now, remember, this lovely broken palette cost me only £4. And you might have noticed when I went shopping, I didn't actually get any blush and didn't get any bronzer because we're going to actually use this palette now. We're going to use the bronzer, the darker shade, just to go and really sort of highlight the areas. I have to do that again. I said highlight, you see. Okay, well, I've powdered my face and it's now time for the rest of it. Now, remember this palette only cost me £4 and I didn't... See, I'm messing up again. This is so much fun watching this live, isn't it? 3, 2, 1. Now I have finished powdering and baking my face. The concealer just hasn't really held up very well, but it is on my face. I've also finished the under eye as well. And it's now time for me to go and do some blush and some bronzer. Now, if you remember from earlier, I didn't actually buy any blush or bronzer because I'm going to use this lovely £4 palette. Now, the bronzer is also going to act as a contour as well to really help chisel out. Because as you see, it hasn't really held up very well. This very affordable 47 pence foundation, that's the word. I'm getting a little bit tired now, need to get the energy up. But we're going to use this palette now just to really go and enforce it to make sure we stay chiseled for the evening. Hello, hello. Okay, which one should we use? Let's use this one here. Okay, so we're going to use this palette and we're going to go and do a darker bronze because at the end of the day, we want to contour, right? We want to make sure that the light hits the center of my face and it's not especially well lit because of that awful concealer and I can't use my usual MAC products. So we're just going to go and highlight. So we're just going to go and make the... So we're going to make sure we can keep the dark bits dark and the light bits light. So there we go. And yes, palettes, multi-use palettes, always good, always good. Okay, this is going to be really, really dark, but again, there's another trick coming up as well. If you saw my receipt earlier, that might be a little bit of a clue. There's one of the most expensive things I bought today, which is yet to appear. Right, so just underneath the chin. So already you can see from there, chiseled, underneath, very dark. Just really bringing out this colour on a very, very small palette, but it has to be done. Hello, YouTube Live. Just taking it up. So blending it in as well. Stunning, Tina. Look at that. She's so skinny. Is it Ozempic? Maybe it's Revolution. And same thing for the cheeks as well. Just going to dab it on. It's going to be really sort of dark, really sort of muddy because it isn't the best colour. But it's going to do for the shade. I'm not really much of a bronzer girly, really. I like a good contour. Oh, look at that. Stunning, Tina. Hitting it where you want it to hit. And then sort of blend it up. Stunning. Drag, darling, drag. Crazy. Obviously on the forehead as well. Online exclusive. Swirl it around. Darken it up. I really want to be drag today because I haven't done many drag looks recently. You can't tell me from afar I'm not a beautiful, skinny woman. Feeling the fantasy, go over it. Okay. Now, you're going to say to me as well, Tina, this a little bit dark, this a little bit muddy. Well, there's a special product we're going to use now. And this is from Technic as well. And this is a Technic Superfine Matte Pressed Powder. Now, this is a drag tip as old as time. So after you put down all of your powders, it's really good to go on top of it with another pressed powder. I usually use MAC because, again, when you're doing drag, you sort of realise what products you can be cheap with and what products you can be expensive with. And just for me, the MAC Studio Fix powders is so good just for full coverage on top of everything. But we're going to be trying this one, which costs £2.50, which is so expensive if you think about the price of everything else today. But I'm hoping this is going to be good for me. Now we've got it here. It's a little bit light, but it's the only shade they had which I could use. And we're just going to go and dust all of our face, apart from the highlighted areas, with this. And it's going to really sort of dim this really dark contour, so it seems a lot more natural when you're on stage and when you're being seen in public. But it's going to look, hopefully, beautiful. So usually I spend, £30 on the MAC. This is £2.50. I could buy 12 of these for the same price. Let's see how this gets on. The swirling motions. So there we go. It's a bit softer. Now I need to add a little bit more. See, online exclusive. I'm just guessing because I've done it so many times, but with a more coverable foundation. Press a bit more in here. Same this side as well. Just covers all your sins. Three, two, one. So there we go. We've applied it all here, and it's just softened it and just makes it just look a lot more smoother, And remember, drag makeup always looks weird from the side. Remember, your face is an oval. It is pointing out. Look in front. Beautiful. Okay, and of course we need to go and do some blush. And again, we're going to use this palette here for some blush. Don't know the names. Don't really care at this point. Which one can I use? Let's just go and do this one here. I think because we're doing drag, darling, we're going to do a really thick layer of blush as well. On the high points of the face. Blush always sort of brings a look together, I always think. Without blush, drag looks weird. When you add blush, it's like, wow, you've really sort of, now it's drag with blush. You see, look. Wow. Rosy. And the same on the other side. Don't know, I've gone Yorkshire. High points of the face, cheek, sorry. Bash it down. Then we sort of swirl it around to mix it in. Mix it in. Blending. And always going up as well. And if it's too intense, go back with the powder. If it's not intense enough, add some more. You should never use your camera to go and check, but I always do because it gives me an extra bit of light. Okay. Some more intense. Because when you're using losing my energy now, I'm talking as me rather than Tina, 3, 2, 1. Because when you're using a blush, usually it's more sort of blendable than an eyeshadow palette. But then again, we're doing drag on a budget, so we do what we can. And I think this looks lovely. Bring it in a little bit. And because it's drag, a bit on to nose as well. I don't know, I've gone Yorkshire today. Maybe it's a sign for bookers and Leeds to get me back. I've always had a good time in Leeds. There we go. And actually, yes, I'm actually going to go over this. Actually, I think I'm going to clean this up a little bit. It's a bit wet. That's not good. Uh-oh. Was it my spit? Yes, got a bit wet. That's not good, YouTube, is it? Be packing this on because usually it's better coverage than the one I got for £2.50. So there we go. We're near the end. Okay, let's carry on with the fun. Now, highlighter. I didn't buy highlighter because we can also use the palette. And with highlighter, I'm going to put a little bit on a little brush like this. And we're just going to go and highlight the areas using, it's like a champagne colour. Why not? It's a shimmer, but it works as a highlighter as well. Hello. Multi-use products. And of course, don't forget the nose. There we go. Look at that. All come together like a beautiful, famous woman from Kettering, Northamptonshire. Okay, so we've done that. Now we're going to move on to the lips. I'm going to be introducing another new product in a moment. But what we're going to actually do, I didn't get a lip liner. Oh no, what am I going to do? Everything's been ready. Now, make sure we get the right colour. So we're going to be doing a big drag lip today. So we're going to go into a darker colour and we're just going to go and line our lips. You can also use you can also use the eyeliner as well for this as well. I use an eyeliner many times for lips. Because at the end of the day, it's just a big pencil or a big pen, but I don't have a pen, so you have to go over it. You having fun, YouTube? Comment. Can't believe I've been here for nearly 2 hours and not had a single comment. That's very bad. Just overlining the lips. No comments yet. Doing a symmetry thing. And connect. Feeling our natural lips so we know exactly where to go. Funny faces are extra. So lip liner is done just from a palette. And now we're going to use the Technic Dream Tint in whatever shade. And this costs £1.50. I could have got cream lipstick. I like liquid lipstick. Officially it's a tint, but it's going to work. And we're going to do another little drag hack in a moment as well. So let's get her on. Lipstick can be quite a boring process, so you have to bear with me here. Because I can't talk. There we go. And I was going to go back in and just sort of blend it out. Having fun, having fun. Hello, I am Dilma. I'm very, very famous woman. It's about a hemorrhage. Now, this is only a lip tint. A liquid lipstick was going to be more expensive. But again, we're going to use the palette now, and we're going to go and top it on top with some more colours. And we're going to really make sure it sort of stays on nicely and sexily. Okay? And for that, we're just going to go back with what we used here for the shimmer. And we're going to put it right in the middle. It's not officially an ombre, but it sort of is. It is sort of an ombre. It is an ombre. It is an ombre, but it is an ombre, isn't it? I usually use a smaller brush, but I can't. So there we go. We've now improved the lip again with that £4 palette. Okay, so most of the face is done. Oh, I need to go and give us score. Okay, so the lip tint, looking at different angles. Lip tint, not the best, not the worst, but for £1.50, you can't go wrong. So this gets a, what have I said for a good thing? Editing later. What did I say? People were commenting, you could remind me. I called it. Oh yeah, slay, wasn't it? I'm not happy yet. Okay, in a second. So the lipstick is on. I've used obviously the palette on top of it. For £1.50, you can't go wrong. So Technic Dream Tint, you get a slay. Congratulations. Okay, now there's only one more product to go and use. It's in the products I really hate using, and that is a mascara. This is a £1 mascara. Now, for me, as a dyspraxic drag performer, I have to use specialist mascara. And I say specialist, I like the ones that are really, really small, because I have a problem sort of connecting my hands to my brain to my eyes. And eyelashes are and mascara is the thing which I have the biggest problem with drag, as you might know if you follow me. So we're going to find out the size of this. 3, 2, 1. It's quite big. I'm going to do that again. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to move on to my least favourite part of makeup, and that is mascara. Now, as a dyspraxic drag performer, make sure you watch my video about drag for dyspraxic people. Mascara, I usually use a really thin wand because I find it easier to sort of connect with my eyelashes, and I always wear big lashes to sort of hide it. But we need to do mascara. We have to have a little bit of a coat. So we're using, again, Laval. This is only £1. Let's see how this goes. Wish me luck. This is not fun. Make sure you subscribe for the pain of me having to do this on camera. This is so much fun, isn't it? It's not coating very well, but it's £1. What do you expect? It's not the best, is it? It's not the best YouTube, is it? and the bottom lashes. Especially important today. Yeah, it's not coming out very well. Okay. Well, mascara, it was £1, and this is a bleh, not good mascara. But luckily for us, we're going to put some false lashes on, which is not part of the budget. Get over it, and it's all going to be fine. Now, we're going to go away. I'm now going to get into my drag look. And the thing I want you all to take away from this video is that lots of these products we can buy on the high street. So I bought this from TJ Hughes here in Liverpool. You can buy so much of this online for even cheaper as well. And it's really, I guess, working out what products are the best. I think I'm going to do this actually in my resume at the end of the video, I think, actually. So I'm going to go and do that in a moment. So let me get back into what I was doing. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the face is on. I'm now going to go away and get into my look, and let's see it now. Okay, YouTube, well, it's been absolutely lovely seeing everyone here today. Now, I'm going to, obviously, as I said, go away to get into my look. But be sure to go and subscribe to Tina Talks, because there will be a video coming out tomorrow, which is going to obviously have the full look. It's going to have what I was doing before I got into this drag look. And it's interesting, I guess, to talk about these prices and how we can do drag on a budget. So if you want to see the final look, be sure to go and subscribe to Tina Talks. The link is there. But for now, I'm going to finish this stream, send you lots of love from Liverpool, and I will see you soon on an episode of Tina Talks. But I'm going to see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Thank you for being here.